The ocean looks still, but far below, Earth is pulling itself apart. The real story begins where sunlight disappears and pressure becomes overwhelming. This is not a canyon. It is a boundary between moving plates. The Americas are slowly moving away from Europe and Africa. The movement is tiny each year, but enormous across deep time. Over millions of years, a few centimeters can become an entire ocean. Down here, the seafloor is fractured, lifted, broken, and volcanic. At divergent boundaries, tectonic plates move away from each other. As the plates separate, hot mantle rises beneath the opening gap. Pressure drops, and solid rock begins to partially melt. That melt becomes magma, pushing upward through fractures in the crust. When magma meets cold seawater, it hardens into new basalt seafloor. This is where the ocean floor is born. The youngest crust sits closest to the ridge, freshly made and still hot. Farther away, the crust grows older, colder, and denser. The seafloor is not just rock. It is a hidden archive. Its magnetic patterns helped prove the ocean floor was spreading. Scientists discovered this world using ships, sensors, and deep-sea robots. Sonar turned the invisible seafloor into a landscape we could finally see. Together, these ridges form Earth's longest mountain system. Yet most of it remains hidden beneath kilometers of water. This is not a sudden doomsday crack swallowing the ocean. It is slower, deeper, and far more powerful. The force begins with heat trapped inside the planet. Earth's outer shell is broken into plates that slowly move. The continents are passengers on these moving slabs of rock. In the Atlantic, that motion is still widening the ocean basin. The mid-Atlantic ridge is the seam where new crust forms. The crack is not only breaking Earth, it is building Earth. Underwater lava cools so quickly, it forms rounded pillows of basalt. Fire meets freezing water, and the planet gains a new skin. Layer by layer, eruption by eruption, the seafloor expands. But creation here comes with earthquakes. As the crust stretches, faults split and drop the seafloor. Slow-spreading ridges can form steep valleys and jagged volcanic walls. Faster ridges often look broader, smoother, and less sharply broken. The East Pacific Rise is one of the best-studied fast-spreading ridges. Not every ocean crack opens at the same speed. The speed of spreading helps sculpt the entire underwater landscape. Then the crack creates one of Earth's strangest habitats. Seawater sinks into fractures, heats near magma, and rises transformed. Minerals fall out of the fluid, building chimneys in darkness. Here, life survives without sunlight, powered by chemistry from Earth. Microbes become the foundation of an entire hidden food web. The crack creates danger, but also worlds that seem impossible. Researchers have even found life hiding inside cavities beneath the seafloor. At these depths, machines become our eyes. Even the harshest places on Earth can be fragile. Beneath the ocean, volcanoes erupt where almost no one can see. Some underwater volcanoes swell as magma gathers beneath them. Sensors listen for tremors, pressure changes, and volcanic movement. A swarm of small earthquakes can reveal magma shifting below. Magma does not just rise. It pushes, cracks, and stresses rock. Even ocean tides can subtly change stresses at volcanic ridges. Above the crack sits an immense weight of water. Heat, pressure, water Dow, and rock all interact in the dark mounts. Even ancient sea level changes may have left marks on the seafloor. Abyssal hills may record rhythms of faulting and crust formation. The surface and the deep earth are more connected than they seem. The crack is not empty. It is filled by the planet itself. New crust moves outward like a slow conveyor of stone. As it cools, the oceanic plate thickens and becomes heavier. Far away, old ocean crust may sink back into Earth. Earth creates crust at ridges and destroys it at trenches. Even oceans have lifetimes. The Atlantic did not always exist in its present form. And it will not remain exactly as we know it today. Human lives are too short to see the full movement. But instruments can measure what our eyes cannot. From space, scientists track the changing shape of Earth. Yet the deep seafloor remains one of Earth's hardest places to study. The pressure can crush ordinary machines long before they reach the bottom. Only specialized robots can explore this alien landscape directly. Fresh fractures show where the crust is still under tension. Sediment slowly gathers, helping reveal which surfaces are older. Fresh lava often appears darker, sharper, and less buried. Crack, eruption, cooling, spreading. The cycle repeats in darkness. Ridges are one way Earth releases its internal heat. Hydrothermal systems also change the chemistry of seawater. A hidden system beneath the waves influences the entire ocean. So is this crack dangerous? Locally, it can shake, erupt, and reshape the seabed. But it is not splitting the ocean apart overnight. Its power comes from time, not speed. Most ridge earthquakes do not behave like giant subduction zone ruptures. The most dangerous tsunamis usually come from different plate boundaries. Understanding the boundary tells us what kind of danger to expect. The real science is more powerful than the fear. Maps, rocks, earthquakes, and magnetic clues all point to spreading. A simple piece of basalt can tell a planetary story. Inside the rock, minerals preserve how it cooled. Every layer is part of Earth's memory. The ocean floor becomes a timeline moving away from the ridge. That timeline helps explain why continents drift apart. Even coastlines hint that Earth's surface has moved before. The continents we know were once arranged very differently. A rift can widen, flood, and eventually become an ocean. Today, that same principle continues beneath the Atlantic. In rare places, the ridge rises above the sea. There, the hidden ocean process becomes visible on land. But most of the boundary remains buried beneath the ocean. It continues for thousands of kilometers through darkness. Old lava flows reveal eruptions that happened unseen. When eruption returns, the seafloor is rewritten again. A new landscape forms where the old one disappears. Over time, life returns to the places the Earth remakes. At the ridge, destruction and creation are the same process. This hidden geology shapes the world humans depend on. Ocean basins influence currents, climate, and the movement of heat. As continents move, habitats change, connect, and separate. Earth changes slowly enough to feel permanent, but nothing on its surface is truly fixed. The ocean floor is moving, cracking, cooling, and renewing. Beneath it all, Earth's internal engine keeps running. So yes, the ocean is splitting, but slowly, naturally, continuously. The truth is not less dramatic. It is more profound. It teaches us that slow forces can reshape entire worlds. The most powerful changes often happen without sound. Pressure, darkness, heat, and time do the work. From shore, we see only the surface of the story. Beneath the waves, the planet is still being made. Every fresh piece of basalt is a new page of Earth. What is born today will become ancient seafloor tomorrow. It will travel outward, cooling as it goes. Piece by piece, that movement widens the ocean basin. In 1 year, the change is almost nothing to us. Across millions of years, almost nothing becomes everything. The real mystery is not the crack. It is the engine. Heat rises, plates separate, magma fills the gap, water transforms it. This is how Earth rebuilds itself from below. A dramatic headline can hide a deeper scientific truth. The ocean is not breaking open. It is spreading at a ridge. And that spreading is happening right now. Not visibly, not violently, but constantly. Below the waves, the cycle continues without pause. The more we listen, the more the ocean floor reveals. But much of this world remains beyond our reach. Good science does not exaggerate what the evidence can prove. And still, the evidence reveals something extraordinary. Our planet is not static. It is in motion. The ocean floor is one of the clearest proofs. Above, waves rise and fall. Below, continents drift. To see the truth, we have to look beneath the calm. There, the crack is real, but its meaning is creation. New rock forms where the old crust pulls apart. This single boundary is part of a global system. Across the planet, hidden ridges keep renewing the seafloor. We live on a planet that changes beneath our feet. The greatest forces are not always loud. Beneath the waves, Earth is writing its next chapter in stone.